What we got? All right, ready? I think we're finally good to go. All right, we're in a time crunch here because we have some technical difficulties, but it's another edition of the Sporting Hour with Lynwood Robinson, my stat board guy, Mr. Sam Karpel, and my erstwhile and esteemed co-host, Mr. Happy Cole, naturally known comic and sports nut like me. All right, where you want to start, Hap?
So, there's been a lot going on, man, but let me just say this. Hopefully, we can get this guy on to talk sports with us.
Okay, your friend.
National comic, been doing comedy for 46 years.
Ah, longer than you.
HBO, Star Search, MTV,
Oh.
Showtime, many television shows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a plethora of credits to this guy. I've known him for 35, 36 years.
Will I
Uh,
recognize his face when he comes on?
you may,
Yeah.
you may. But my good friend and sports fan, baseball guy
Yeah.
and golf guy, Mr. Jeff Jena. Hopefully he can join us here
Okay.
in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And Sam, if you're next to a computer, you can look up Jeff Jena real quick, and all his credits will be real quick
All
right
right.
there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. So
Sam's
uh,
on it.
very, very funny guy, man. Like I said, he's worked everywhere in the world. Done numerous television shows.
How you spell
Uh,
his last name? Jenner, like Bruce Jenner?
no, Jena,
Jenner.
Jena,
Okay.
Jeff Jena.
All right.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Comedian. There
We
you go.
Yeah.
got it. We
Let
got
me
him.
see. Oh, I've seen that guy before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Super cool.
He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he's funny. I've seen him before. Yeah. All right. So, Hap, here
Uh,
we go. We're going to rock and roll because we got a time crunch. We lost about 25 minutes getting adjusted with the technical difficulties. Like I said, that's my good friend of years, Mr. Happy Cole, national known comic and sports nut like me, and much to my chagrin, a very astute college football guy. you know, Yeah, hey, I gotta admit, dude knows the football, and if you ever play catch with him, he's gonna say 259 before he throws it.
wow.
Hey, what?
Wow.
Ask his sons. He's got two boys. Ask his sons. He'll bend over. He'll say 259, 259. And he'll pass you the ball.
They're liars. They both lie.
Yeah, your flesh and blood lying on you. Yeah,
They
yeah,
lie to me all the
yeah.
time. All the time.
Daniel and Caden. Yeah, they liars. Yeah.
They lie all the
All
time.
right, here we go. Here we go. Happy. All right. One NFL draft, and Sam also. You can join in too. You can chime in too, Sam. Shadur Sanders was reputed to be a maybe first or second round George, drops all the way to the fifth round. I have my reasons why, or some of the reasons why, some of the things I've read and researched. One, he didn't. Well, it's what we call code switch. Happy Cole can't go into Carnival where he works for years and act crazy. He's got to present himself in a nice way to get hired for the job.
That is true.
That's for the NFL is not Major League Baseball where they give 10-year contracts. It's not the NBA where it's player driven. It's about the shield, man. Nothing hurts the shield, and it's a management driven league. Two, I think he was a little bit in his mind better than he actually is. And three, I think Happy talked about this earlier in the week, or maybe this weekend. They didn't want to deal with Deion Sanders. They want to deal with Deion Sanders and that kind of mess. So, because I remember 2 or 3 months ago, and Sam talking about it on the way here. Deion saying that we're going to control things. He's going to play for certain teams. Well, if you're John Elway or you're Peyton Manning or you're Andrew Luck, you can say that he wasn't that guy. This is that's my take on it. And
Well, I'm going.
just sitting, just attitude, man. Go ahead, Hap.
Well, let me just say this. I think that two things happen there. I think the NFL is letting him know exactly. Him and his dad know where their place is.
Yeah.
I think they've sent him a message saying, "Listen, we get your dad's a Hall of Fame. We get all of that.
You're not.
But nobody, not one, is bigger than the NFL. Not one. So for you to come in with that attitude, and look, I've never heard him say anything bad about the NFL, Shooter Sanders. I have no idea.
Right.
But I've heard his father say a few times, you know, where my boy's going to do, what my boy's going to play, how he's going to do this, how he's going to do that. And I've heard him say it a few times.
Right.
I, I don't know if he pissed the NFL off, but I'm going to tell you right now, at that point, it wouldn't matter if they were trying to draft Colonel Sanders. It he was no matter how good his chicken was, he was going to go in the fifth round. It
Yeah,
didn't matter.
Right.
they showing you who you are.
Yep.
Dion tweeted in 2018 about the Browns. If I'm a young quarterback, ain't no way I'm going to Cleveland. I would pull Eli Manning if possible. And then here we are.
Here we are. Hey, but that's right though. And that's Sam something else. Ain't it? He found that quick. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's good, man. What I'm telling you is this though. The NFL, those billionaire owners, man, they're conservative, man. They're thinking that don't be coming in here telling us what we gonna do. We'll tell you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We talking about they got so much money they rather check the bank balance and they right have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
They
You can't boss these people around.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You know, it is an honor to play in the NFL,
There you go.
and you have to treat it as such.
Yeah.
You have to be thankful for what you get. You have to look at it as a blessing. But on the other side, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to light a fire under this kid.
Yeah.
This is going to light a fire to him.
I'm trying to tell you, here's what I think happened. I think by week 7 or 8, if he ain't the starter, he's on the way. Man, Joe Flacco.
No, he's going to start.
He goes not right away though. Flacco will start first.
Right.
Now Hap's in there in Cleveland. Hap goes to them games. What the crowd gonna say? what the crowd say last year when Deshaun Watson?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Happy lives. For our listeners out there, Happy Cole lives in Cleveland.
It was ugly, Wood.
They're brutal.
It was
man.
ugly.
They're brutal, man.
It was ugly. Yeah.
I don't think
ugly.
he'll start the first week. I think he'll be a starter by fifth week, Sam.
I'm saying the second week.
I think the coaches want to try Gabriel. Maybe the owner wants.
They're not going to
Shedeur.
cut Dylan Gabriel because no one wastes a third-round draft pick. But Happy. Now, Happy watched college football like he really watched it. Do you think Sanders is better than Gabriel? Or Gabriel just play for a better team with more weapons and a better offensive line?
I'll tell you this. When Gabriel was at Oklahoma,
Uh-huh.
he was still putting up damn near 4,000 yards a season.
Right.
Yeah.
He played college football, I think, 5 or 6 years.
6.
And every year except for one, he threw for damn near 4,000 yards. So he had a much better team around him at all times than Shedeur Sanders did, though.
Yeah.
But for Shedeur Sanders to throw for damn near 4,000 yards this year,
With no
with
blocking
that offensive line,
and no running game.
no running back,
Yeah.
him and Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
for him to do that speaks volumes about that young man.
And Happy. He completed 74% of his passes, bro. I'm not making that up. That's a fact.
That's a lot.
And another thing happened. Dylan Gabriel is a good player, but they measured him. Sam, 5'10" and 3/4.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel is not.
No, he's not a big dude.
Not a big dude, man.
No.
He's hard to see on the
And
lines.
if Shedeur works out, then the Browns had a great draft because they traded back. They got a first rounder for next year, and they got the top. I think he's the top defensive tackle in the whole draft in the first round.
Happy, you think they're going to swallow that contract to Deshaun Watson? I think they are. They're going to say
They don't have a choice, man.
we made a mistake. We swung for the fences and missed. We're going to take our medicine. They got to wash their hands of that guy, man. And I think he's done mentally. Something happened to him. I think he's mentally through.
But what do you do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a lot of choices.
Yeah.
You really don't have a lot of choices.
Nobody
So-
wants that contract. Yeah.
No.
All right. Now, we were off last week. We showed a replay. We did a replay, but the big story last week was the kid from Tennessee. I cannot pronounce his name. Can you pronounce it, Hap? The quarterback from Tennessee?
No, I cannot. Don't you want to try?
Ilamaleva. I'm going to go with that.
Something like that.
Nico Ilamaleva leaves Tennessee over NIL compensation and lands at UCLA. UCLA, then the UCLA quarterback incumbent leaves there and transferred to Tennessee. They basically switched quarterbacks. And another side note, a little history with myself, the quarterback at UCLA was at one time App State starting quarterback, Joey Aguilar, I think his name is, yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy, man. But, Happy, $4 million in Tennessee goes a lot longer than it does in Los Angeles. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
but I'm gonna tell you right now,
What?
I don't give a damn where I live. You give me $4 million, I'll make it last.
Siberia. Ah, you crazy, man. But you're
I
right.
don't give a damn. Hey, $4 million. If I'm on Saturn,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make $4 million last.
bro. I wish I would have walked to my mama's house and told her I was turning down millions of dollars. I wouldn't be doing this radio show. I'd be underneath somewhere. That's a lot of paper, man. $4 million. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think right now he'd have been a first round draft choice. Do you think, Hap, if he'd been pro?
Who? Lama?
Lamalego.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gonna go to UCLA. He's gonna get better, wiser, and richer. It's a new world now, man. Kids come in now. They're not broke college kids coming to a pro team. A lot of those guys, man, are rich themselves walking into there. So it's hard to tell them things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, it's different. So it ain't like
Shadur Sanders would have made more money in college
yeah,
instead of being drafted in the fifth
True.
round.
he's a millionaire right now. Wouldn't you agree,
And
Sam?
his contract is going to be so poor compared to what he could have made at Colorado if he stayed.
Yeah, a fifth round draft choice. He earned $5 million last year in college, Hap. 5.1. I'll take that. He will not make that NFL next year.
Listen, as soon as I found out I wasn't going in the first round of the draft,
Mm-hmm.
I would have fired my dad as my agent and reapplied to Colorado.
I walked on. But Hap, once you for the draft though, you can't go back.
So,
He can go back and not take a scholarship, be a walk on.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll figure it out, wouldn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make it work.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if he said, "Look, I'm going to go back to Colorado," I'm sure they would have found a way to make this work out.
it? I don't know. That's some funky rules, man. Like right now, Hap, you and I can go to college right now. I mean, right now we're both 60+ men, and play college football. Now, as a first play, we both been in the hospital, but we could play.
Well, first of all, nobody's going to want us in their team to begin with.
Definitely not me.
Yeah.
You in so much better shape than me, but nobody get the hell out of here.
You walk in the locker room if you want to. Say I'm 65 years old. I want to play some football. They go tell you one of two things: either get a Madden, or go to Denny's and sit at a table and play that paper football.
You did when you growing up at Sam?
Yeah.
Everybody done that, man.
Yeah. They go,
Yeah.
and knowing us, we get hurt doing that, Wood.
Yeah. I would.
And I'll say this, and then I'll leave it alone, and you guys can say if you want to. I honestly think this was the best thing to happen to this kid.
Mm-hmm. Shadur Sanders and Lamaleva. Lamaleva's gonna make his $4 million at UCLA, and like
To
you
do
said,
it.
and then Shadur's gonna take a pay cut to go to the pros.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the best thing that could have happened to him.
I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be a starter by
Listen,
week 5.
I'm saying week 2. I'm saying week 2 because people are going to be like, let go, Flacco. Let go, Flacco.
Man, Flacco had that 4 or 5 week stretch, and it's made millions out of it. It's that, Hap.
Man,
Yeah,
let me
that
tell
4
you
or 5
something.
week stretch, you made millions out of it, man.
He has bamboozled NFL management. He has pulled a Harry Houdini on him, making him think that he is special.
Well, hold on, completely breaking ranks. Who in Indianapolis? Who did they sign a quarterback? It's crazy, man. All right, so Lamaleva goes to UCLA. Tennessee coach
Wood.
Josh Heupel said no player is bigger than the team, including himself.
Wood.
Yeah,
Are you Muslim?
I'm a Muslim. No.
Well, why the hell you keep saying Islam alaikum?
Man, you ain't on the stage, man. Stop.
That ain't that boy's name.
Lamaleva.
Name it Islam alaikum.
I didn't say that. I said Lamaleva.
Oh, okay. Well, Lam alaikum to you too. That ain't that boy's name though.
How you say it? I said I couldn't say it. I said what I'm going with. Oh, wait a minute. You pronounce it then.
I can't.
But you're going to correct me.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on, that ain't right. All right, here we go. Hold on. Last year, who was consensus first quarterback to be taken last year? He played at Texas.
It was yours.
Yeah, man. Ended up being a 7th-round draft choice, man.
Yeah.
Nothing is for sure, man.
No.
I think he's a good player. I think he ended up being in the league. But last year's time, it was all about Ewers. Now, he's a 7th-round draft choice.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful. And the Giants didn't have to move up to get him. They did. That GM needs to be slapped, man. He let Saquon walk, and he's wasting. All right.
Split.
For our listeners out there,
Yeah.
and make sure I get Jeff's name right. Jena, right?
Jena. Jena.
Right. He's first to comment, just like Happy and a Sports Nut. We'll get his golf expertise later. And I got a question for him about baseball, but I'm sure he knows a little basketball. Correct, Jeff?
A little basketball.
All right.
I know that my friend Happy is a fan of the University of North Carolina, and I know that the state of North Carolina has 3 teams that have potentially the second greatest tradition in college basketball.
Don't start, man.
Oh,
Don't start. Don't start.
who are these second? All right, tell me the second guys are.
Well, second might be Duke, might be UNC, might be the Wolfpack, but everybody knows
Oh,
who
Lord.
has the greatest tradition
Oh,
in
Lord.
college basketball,
Who?
Oh, my God.
which is the University of the great state of Kentucky.
Boo!
Get out of here!
Boo!
Now, they got a nice history though, but I don't know. I think they're up there in the all-time total wins. Yeah,
They may have.
I think UCLA's not UCLA. I think Kentucky's up there. I think it's Kentucky and Carolina and Duke. All-time wins, yeah.
I
I
knew
got
he was
one.
going to do it.
I got one for.
I'm sorry.
I got one
I'm
for.
sorry, Will.
I got one for Happy. Happy, who's the all-time winner in college football wins? All-time leader.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Are you just including modern day era or from 19,
just everything. I guess
from
everything.
1920?
I guess everybody. Yeah, I think it's they beat that school you hate last year.
Ooh. They beat the school I hate last year. Last year. Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan's got more wins than anybody.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Kentucky, right, Sam, has the most basketball wins. Did you just say that up?
Yeah.
Here you go. Most basketball wins. Here you go, Jeff. Kentucky, UNC, Kansas, Duke, UCLA. Those are top 5. This is gonna blow your mind. Hap, guess who's number 7? Syracuse. I didn't know that.
All time?
All time. Hap, guess who's number 6 all time? Temple.
What?
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, all their wins were before 1910. Now.
No. Sam,
Thanks, Sam.
maybe he should be doing comedy.
Yeah.
Here's a small piece of trivia for you. I grew up in Kentucky,
Right?
and we understand that college football is just something you do until basketball starts.
Yeah.
And Kentucky, back in, I believe it was 1946, we won a national football championship. We had this college coach. I don't know whatever happened to him, but we won a national championship with him, and then we sent him down to Alabama. His name was Bear somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The great Bear Bryant.
Yeah.
Kentucky got rid of him as the football coach. So that's how much Kentucky knows about football.
Where did he coach before Kentucky, though?
That I do not know.
Texas A&M to Kentucky to Alabama.
Oh.
Yeah, he was good, man. Good old days. All right, we get off track here. We ready to hit some topics here, Happy?
Yes, sir. Let's roll.
All right, let's go, Jeff. Here we go. All right. The Seattle Seahawks in the draft took Jalen Milroe, 3rd round. Now, they say he's not ready to be a full-time quarterback right now, but he might be the best athlete on the team. They say he's faster than Lamar Jackson, whatever that means. Last thing I checked, the football quarterback's got to throw the football. But they're saying he could be used at other positions during the year. Sam, you got any thoughts on that? I think you can put Milroe out in the spread him out wide or put him at a slot back or wing back position. He could do some damage. What do you think?
Milroe?
Yeah.
I see him more as like a goal line quarterback. Like you
Ooh.
don't want Darnold in on like a 4th and 1 or 3rd and goal or something like that. And
Yeah.
Milroe, he's apparently Saban said he was the fastest guy on Alabama when he was on.
That's
the team,
saying something. Happy. Jeff, what do you think?
Well, I tell you this about Milroe, okay?
Now, hold. Before I have answer, let me tell our listeners something. He's a crazy salivating Alabama football fan. So go, Happy. But he tells the truth, though. But he tells the truth.
Very true.
But he tells the truth.
So let me say this about Jalen Milroe, okay? Now, Jalen Milroe is not a good quarterback, but he is the best athlete you'll ever have on any team he's on.
Incredible.
You can't teach him how to play quarterback. All he did last year was a natural gift that he was born with. He's not accurate when the ball is more than 20, 25 yards. He throws the ball too hard for short routes. He throws a good out route. He doesn't throw the ball well across the middle of the field, but he can throw a long, skinny post on the dime. And what he will do for you is he will provide the defense two options. Either he's going to run it, he's going to throw it, which is what Donald will not do for you.
Right.
So you know exactly when he drops back what Donald's going to do. There's no run potential for him at all. There's no threat to a linebacker that he's ever going to run the ball.
You can turn your back.
So, but Milroe will give you that second option as a quarterback in that position. Now, the problem he's going to have is this. You have to teach him how to throw the intermediate passes accurately.
Right.
Because he likes to run and throw the ball back across his body, which he did many times in Alabama. It is not a successful way to play quarterback.
No.
But given the fact that he is a great athlete, given the fact that he's always going to be the best runner on your team, including the running back, you have to get him in the offense somewhere. You have to.
That's what they're saying. They can get him in. They can get him in at positions besides quarterback. Any thoughts, Mr. Jenner?
I think that if that kind of level athlete, I agree with you, Lynwood. You have to have him on the field
at some point, at somewhere. Yeah.
He's tremendous, man. That guy.
Fast, man. Like
I didn't particularly think he was a good quarterback for Alabama.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
But it was one of those things like we always talk about, Lynwood. What are your options? They didn't really have another option to go to.
No.
Because the kid that committed to Alabama left when he found Saban wasn't going to be there. So that kid ended up going to Michigan for some kind of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I would venture a guess that Alabama lost a lot of good recruits, man, when Saban retired. Because the kids wanted to play for him.
They lost 8 defensive starters, Alabama did.
Yeah.
That were coming back when Saban left.
Mm-hmm.
8. So it is not a question of him being a good quarterback. It's just a question of, for your team, where's the best place to put him on the field?
Right.
They should take the quarterback equation out of it right now and just get him on the field, whether it be a slot, whether it be a tailback, whether it be a flanker, even wide receiver. Because with that kind of speed and that kind of power, you can teach him how to run routes.
Yeah.
Well, he's a what do you call it? An athlete amongst athletes. So even all the studs out there, he still stands out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Put him somewhere you can get the ball to him.
Yeah, he's great, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's a man among boys.
Yeah, athletically, incredible, and supposedly a fine young man from a supposed great family. I don't know what that means. I do know what it means.
No, he is.
I don't know how that'll factor in, but as they say, he's buttoned up. In other words, he's got it together. He's not an idiot.
Here's what's going to help him in the future too. I don't know if you guys remember this.
What's that?
Not last year, the year before. Alabama goes down to Tampa. They play University of South Florida.
Tough game.
They barely win that game.
Ooh, I know where you're going. Go, Hap.
They win 17-14. All right?
I know where he's going.
So Nick Saban benches him. And the kid didn't cry. The kid didn't pout.
Nope.
He didn't sit on the sideline with his head down. Good character young men do this.
Yeah.
He stood up and he cheered for the backup quarterback. He helped him with the plays. He gave him directions.
Yeah.
He gave him everything during that game. Now that to me is somebody I want on my team.
You know, it kind of reminds me of when Tua took over Jalen Hurts in that championship game.
Absolutely.
Hurts didn't do anything.
Same deal.
Yeah, man. Same deal. Yeah.
But what it does, though, Wood, it toughens this kid up.
Yeah.
And it lets him know that, hey, there's no giving here. At any moment, I could be benched.
Well, that's life, man.
Any moment.
Things don't always go your way.
Well, no,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
in sports. No.
Not in
No,
life.
you're right.
Not in life. Anything. You got to toughen up, man. Pick
Yeah.
yourself up and keep going.
Just so you know, Lynwood, I want to tell you this real quick.
What's that?
Jeff and I played golf today.
Oh my God. Jeff.
Jeff beat me by 21 strokes.
Damn. I don't play golf. I know that's not. I know that's ass kicking.
That's a tremendous. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting cricket now because I got one of Jeff's shoes in my ass. That's why I'm leaning to the side a little bit. I can't sit straight. If I did, the laces would pop out. So
That's a good one. Look.
he literally beat the hell out of me. Let me tell you guys how great this man is.
We had a beautiful day, man.
It was beautiful. Let's get down to the bare facts, all right? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Jeff is a tremendous golfer.
All right.
I mean, tremendous. From every aspect of the game, Jeff can play the game the right way. Hits the ball long off the tee, long and straight, man. Beautiful, towering drives, chipping, putting, approach shots, everything great. And then you had me,
Yeah.
who looked like I had polio or something. I don't know what was going on. But the closest I've ever come to beating this man was 12 strokes.
This is over the years of you guys playing.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
And
you.
that day,
Jeff say yes.
yes. And that day, Jeff had a stroke on the course.
Now, what I will say about Happy is, as much as he loves sports or anything,
Here,
he might
here's
be biased going for himself, but he'll admit the truth though.
Here's what I told Happy today, and I'll tell him the next time I see him. When he first started playing golf, which was only a few years ago, he sees himself play every time he plays, and he does not see his improvement because he's too close, and he only sees his flaws. And every time I get together and play with him, I am amazed at how much better he's gotten. And
Those are all nice things to say, but I'm telling you what.
Yeah, see, you can say that when you beat somebody's ass.
Yeah. Well, Happy's when you're doing
you
ass
kick
kicking.
somebody's ass on a regular basis, you know who can say that? The Cleveland Cavaliers can say it about the Miami Heat.
Yeah. Oh.
They're a good team. They play hard. They got good coaching. But yet we beat them by 40 twice.
That was an ass whooping.
That's the ass kicking he put on me.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving forward. We're short here. All right, Hap. I think in the NFL draft, obviously you get tape on a guy, you can watch him, you see games, blah, blah, blah. Underrated is the interview. Let me give you some names here. The interview is very important. Aaron Rodgers, the book on him was the reason he dropped in the draft, too cocky. Kyler
Still
Murray,
to this day.
Yeah. Kyler Murray, a little bit of attitude. Cam Newton, ego, and short. And short, look at him. And short. But Kyler Murray not that short, man. I saw his feet in his driver's license picture. He's not that short.
You hear what he said? I saw his feet was driving like pictures.
Hap. Oh, yeah. Cam Newton, even though he had an ego, but was such a stud, he was still taking number one. But his interview was a problem. Johnny Manziel, no focus. He was crazy. Jay Cutler. You remember Jay Cutler, right? Chicago Bears?
Chicago. Big arm kid.
Oh, he could throw it, man. Arrogance was his problem, though. No one wanted to be around him. And Josh Rosen. You remember him at UCLA?
Yeah, UCLA kid. Yeah.
Always hurt. His health.
Yeah.
There's always something going on, man. But the interview is always very important. It's the most underrated aspect of a quarterback being taken in the draft.
Yeah, but Josh never rose until the occasion.
He didn't, because it's always. Hey, Al, give us your Chris Berman nicknames. Barry paid me in money, not bonds. What was he saying?
Yeah. used to do nicknames.
Right.
Barry give me stocks, not bonds. Was
Yeah,
one of
give me stocks, not bonds. That's a good one. Hey, I'll tell you, Chris Berman used to kill us, didn't he, man?
Oh my God. Oh my
Oh,
God. He used to kill
oh.
me, Chris Berman. What was the one he said that we used to laugh all the time?
Jose, take me to
Was
Caribbean cruise.
yeah. And Nomar. What was the no? There was one about Nomar too, right?
Oh, God.
I can't
Sam,
remember
look
right
up some
now.
of them.
My favorite Chris
Berman
Berman ever,
nicknames.
though, was Bert be home by 11.
Yeah! Bird be home block 11, yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well,
That's a good one.
here we go,
Yeah,
more. Here we go.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Here we
But you know
go.
my favorite though.
What?
My favorite for my team, the Carolina, not Carolina, but the Miami Panthers. You know my team.
Ooh.
Keith, I don't give a Kachuk.
Yeah! Florida Panthers. Andre Bad Moon. Oh,
Andre Bad Moon Rising.
no. Jake, daylight come man, we want a day long. Bernard, innocent until proven guilty.
All right, let's get back on this,
John,
man.
I am not a crook. All right, last one. Chuck, new kids on the knob block. All right, back to the show.
Come on, man. Come on. This is what we do, Jeff.
I know.
We don't get any sports out at all. We do 3 hours and get 2 things about sports out.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Poor
my
Sam.
God.
Sam's like, these people are crazy. They're not even talking about sports.
Oh, we'll send to the NBA. Are the LA Lakers the most fortunate or luckiest franchise in the history of the league? This is who they've gotten through the years, through either trades or free agency. Wilt Chamberlain, right? Kareem, Magic. Heck, you remember when they drafted Magic? Who do they get the Utah Jazz to get a number 1 pick? A washed up Gail Goodrich and got the number 1 pick.
Sure did.
Yes, sir. That's how they got Magic. Kobe Bryant. They traded Vlade Divac, who smoked cigarettes at halftime,
Yep.
to the Charlotte Hornets.
For Kobe. That's right.
For Kobe, that's right. Then they get LeBron James, and then they double that with Luka.
Don't forget Anthony Davis.
Yeah. But at the time he was hurt.
Don't forget Shaq.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about Shaq. I can't believe I left him out.
Don't forget Shaq from
Let
Orlando.
me tell you something right now. Shaq will still be a top 10 player in the league if he played today. It ain't shooting nobody's threes. Can't nobody guard him. That lane wide open. He still get 40 a game, wouldn't he have?
He would.
Oh my
He
God.
would.
Yeah.
Well, he might not get 40 because he can't shoot free throws, but he would get close to 40.
You got a
So,
point there. You know, he missed over 5,000 free throws in his career, and 2,700 of them were front end, so he didn't get the second shot. So he basically missed 7,700 shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told you why that is. People don't understand my logic in this.
Oh, here we
I
go.
told you why.
Here we go. What?
The man wears a size 23 shoe, so when he steps to the free throw line, he's shooting a 3-pointer from the top of the key.
Come on, man.
That's how big his feet are. He's standing way the hell back there.
He got a big ass foot there, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Coach Smith kept a pair of bobblehead shoes on his desk, man. It's a joke. Size 23. Man,
Wow.
they don't shoot that long, man. It's ridiculous.
You know Lynwood played at Carolina.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's go to the playoffs, Hap.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what? But first, before I leave this Laker thing, if the LA Lakers call your phone, don't even answer it, man. Cause you about to get taken in that deal. I don't know how they do it. They keep doing it every year. They always every time they get a great player. Our NBA playoffs.
But they don't. But here's the thing, though, Wood.
What's that?
Out of all the names you mentioned,
Right.
how many of them worked out for Lakers championships?
All of them except for Luka. Everybody. Wilt won.
Right.
Kareem won multiple times. Magic won
Yep.
multiple times.
Yep.
Kobe won multiple times. Shaq won. Who else?
With Kobe,
Yeah, but Kobe won without Shaq. Shaq also won in
With-
Miami.
with Paul Gasol and
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
Oh yeah, we
Yep.
got him, Paul Gasol.
Yep.
Paul Gasol. They stole him from Memphis.
Mm-hmm. So my hope is this:
They won't win with Luka this year, though. You can believe that.
They won't win with Luka. They will not.
No.
I'm hoping that Minnesota can close them out, and we can stop all this Laker talk.
He does not like LeBron James.
I'm tired of people talking about how great LeBron James is at 40. Tired of people talking about how can he still do it.
Oh, my God.
Tired of people talking about, oh, my God, it's amazing. Nobody at 40 can do that.
You can when you can't touch him. That's my point. And
Thank you.
Last thing I'll say, if you couldn't touch Jordan, these rules, Michael probably average 8 to 10 points a game more. Maybe Detroit doesn't beat him. You know what I mean? Maybe he gets to a couple more championship rounds.
Yep.
Come on, man. And then if any championship deserves an asterisk, it's that COVID championship. Get out of here with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here we go. NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference. All right, no contest, man, between the Thunder and Grizzlies. No contest. Jeff.
That's the West, though.
Yeah.
You said the East.
Because that thing was on. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong side.
Yeah.
No contest between the Heat and the Cavaliers.
Not even close.
Man, that was a joke, man. That was a joke. So
Yeah,
we won't even talk about that.
Pat Riley should have called in and said, "Look, we're gonna forfeit."
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, we can't beat. There's no way.
No way, man.
Tyler Hero and what's your boy name that in the greatest backcourt ever? Tyler Hero and who?
Duncan Robinson. He making fun of Antonio, man. Antonio said that greatest shooting backcourts. I named like 5 of them right then. He said Hero and Duncan Robinson.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah, we saw what happened to him.
55.
Yeah. All right, Pacers and the Bucks.
They just Pacers just closed out.
Pacers just closed out. But I'm telling you, Hap, and Jeff, Damian Lillard, man, towards Achilles,
Yep.
he'll never be the same.
Nope.
And I bet you, at 34 years old, and speed and quickness being your main weapons as a guard, and I think Giannis is out of there.
I hope so.
You hope so?
Because there is no future for him in Milwaukee.
Except for a check. You're right. Yeah, and a nice one.
You know what I'm saying?
And a nice one.
If he wants to win championships, that is not the place for him to be.
There.
If he wants to even contend for a championship, that is not the place for him to be.
You remember just 2 years ago, they were talking about when did they win it? 3 years ago? They were talking about dynasty.
3 years ago.
Talking about dynasty. And now it's like it never happened.
The TV show?
Huh?
The TV show Dynasty? They were not talking.
You remember Milwaukee won? That's funny.
What?
That was a good one. He got Jeff laughing. That was a good one. That was pretty funny, man.
No dynasty in Milwaukee is going to happen.
Right.
Never has, never will.
Did the Knicks beat did the Pistons beat the Knicks tonight?
Yeah. Or it's 3-2 now, so yeah. I think
they had to,
won.
Yeah. Oh my God. Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee's done. I mean, I think Giannis is out of there. The Knicks, Pistons. What do you think, Jeff? Hap?
Pistons. I think they have.
They got robbed that game before that.
Yes,
That was a foul.
That was a foul. Man, should be in the line, man.
Yep.
Now, I always say one call doesn't make a game because it's the totality of events. Like if you'd have made certain plays,
Right.
you wouldn't be in that situation. But that man got fouled. He's supposed to be on the line for 3 shots. And here's what I hate, Hap, when the NBA or either league comes out and says, yes, they missed the call. What good does that do to the team that got screwed?
Yeah, I'd rather you not say that.
Yeah, I'd rather not say nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather you not say that.
Hap, how
I'd
about
rather you
this?
say, look, we got to stick with our referees. They made the call. We're going to stick with that, and let's move on.
How about-
Don't tell me after the game was over that your own referee was wrong and you're saying he was wrong.
Yeah.
There should have been a call made.
But it doesn't
That
change
makes me
anything.
feel even worse now.
Yeah, man, I'm angry. Here's what I'm saying. If the players and the coaches had to face the music in a press conference after the game, when a referee egregiously messes up, he should face the music.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Right. You can't say nothing. If you say anything to them, you get fined or even suspended for a game when they obviously screwed up. Do your job, man.
You're right.
Yeah.
They need to be held accountable after the game too. They need to do a press conference. They need to be asked why you made that call or why you didn't make that call or why'd you miss that call. They need to be asked those questions too.
I'm with you,
if they're
man.
going to be a part of any sport, be a part of the sport in every aspect of the sport.
I've always said that, Hap. You cannot let the referees skate when they do a bad job. You gotta do your job, man. You gotta do your job. That's right. All right, here we go. Now it's in progress. Celtics Magic. Dang, it was a 2-point game. The Celtics went crazy. It was a 2-point game. Now they're up by 22.
Who, the Celtics?
Yeah, the Celtics going to close it out, man.
Okay.
What are the Magic missing, man? They have absolutely no backcourt,
Well, they don't have a backcourt,
but they got two forwards that can
but
play.
they got two forwards that can ball.
Woo! 2 6'10"
They got
forwards.
Wagner and what's your boy's name?
Bankero.
Bankero.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can play, man. They got two. They
Yeah,
need.
they can flat out play, man.
If they got a guard, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
They need a
Yeah.
point guard, man. Because Cole Anthony will give you 25 points, and the next night he'll give you 3
Yeah.
and throwing the ball all over the gym.
They need to trade for that boy in Chicago, White.
You know, he's from my home. He's from Goldsboro. He's from my home. He's from down where I'm from. Yeah, he's with the UNC, and he's bigger than
They
people
need to
think.
trade
Man.
for him.
He's about 6'5", man, and diesel. Yeah, he can play. He can play.
Yep.
But Bankero, 25 a game,
Baller.
26 a game.
Wagner.
Yeah,
Baller.
and Wagner, yeah, 24 a game.
Yeah, these cats are good, man. But they're still young wood, so they have time to. If management does what it's supposed to do, if they go out and grab a guard that can score and distribute the basketball, they can be a team to reckon with in the East.
Yeah,
But
I'm sorry, go ahead. You just froze up.
in that position they're in right now,
All right, happy. Now, speaking of guards in Orlando,
they're getting better.
Suggs.
Indiana is getting better.
Yeah.
Well, Detroit is getting better. So it's just a matter of time. So if they don't keep up with the Joneses and get a point guard in there that can actually distribute and score at the same time, and that, if I'm the GM, I'm going out looking for one or two of those guys next year.
Yeah.
I'm finding somebody.
You know who could help them?
Who?
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
Born
now,
score.
my man was a good player. He got hurt this year, though. Jalen Suggs,
Yeah.
he got hurt, like, near the end of the regular season. So,
Who?
Suggs for
Oh,
Orlando.
yeah. Suggs. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
He's hurt his back or something. He's out. But
Yeah.
I tell you who's can play, man. It's a kid they got down there. He's a rookie this year from Arkansas, Anthony Black. About 6'5",
Yeah.
6'6". He can play.
Yes.
I think he's going to be a player for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be
Here's the problem I have with him, though.
What's that?
I think he's a better athlete than he is a shooter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, but at the guard position, he don't need to be a shooter if he's got the two power forwards.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is be a playmaker.
Yeah, that is.
Right.
He can
Okay.
handle it. Yeah, if they get Dinwiddie, who can handle the ball and not turn it over,
Yep.
Black and Suggs, that'd be a nice rotation. Sam's like got something
Yeah.
to say.
I was saying that's the problem with Suggs. He doesn't really distribute it that well. He was averaging 3 assists, but also 3 turnovers a game. So that kind of
That's a nothing.
yeah,
You're right.
canceling itself out.
He shot first.
Right.
Tell what he can do,
Yeah.
though. I tell you what he can do, though, Hap. He can guard you.
Mm-hmm.
He's a defensive player.
He can do
is
that. He can do that.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
also know, Hap? I remember this kid, man. He went to Gonzaga, your favorite school.
Ugh.
He was a national high school football player of the year too, at quarterback. Everybody wanted him at quarterback, all the Big Ten from Minnesota. But he went to Gonzaga and played basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, don't get half started on Gonzaga basketball. Hey, what about that conference, man?
Come on, man.
Sam, put the WCC.
Here, I don't even know.
Just
Look,
every week we
is that-
It never gets old. Pull it up,
is that a
man.
real conference?
Pull it up, man. Sam, pull it up.
Is that a
man.
real conference?
WCC basketball? Here we go.
Can't be a real conference.
No, man.
Pepperdine.
No, here we go. Here we go. Have name all the schools in there.
Pepperdine.
Pepperdine.
Is this right?
No.
No.
WCC.
St. Helens. St. Mary's.
There we go.
There you go. St. Mary's. Do I say Helens? St. Mary's, Gonzaga, San Francisco, Santa Clara. This year, Oregon State.
Come on, man.
Oregon State. Loyola
Come on.
Marymount. Loyola Marymount. Portland.
Come on.
Pepperdine. Pacific. And San Diego. And San Diego.
Isn't Pacific a beer?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pacific
You can't
Coast.
name a college after a beer. Expect somebody to take you serious?
All right. We always do
Come
it,
on,
man.
man.
Here we go, man. All right. Forget that. Here we go.
That's terrible.
All right. NBA playoffs West.
Jetpack.
Thunder beat
Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies like they owe them money.
With ease.
Hap, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big a knucklehead is and Jeff, how big a knucklehead is John Morant? On a scale of 1 to 10.
John Morant, knucklehead.
Yeah. He, on a scale of 1 to 10, 7.5.
Yeah, he's a man. I don't know what's going on with that guy, man. He's lost shoe deals. All kind. He was with Sony at one time. All that stuff is gone because he keeps acting like a fool. But he can play though.
Well, here's what happens, Wood.
He can play. What?
No doubt he's got talent, but here's the problem now. The commissioner is not David Stern.
Oh, you hit it right on the head. We talked about this last 2 weeks ago. You're right. David Stern would have suspended him for the year without pay.
Oh man.
Without pay.
Without meeting him either.
Oh yeah, he did. Yes, right. Had no meeting. He'd have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
But
done.
David Stern's like, look, I don't need to hear your side of the story. I can see exactly what you did.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next season.
You know, he's the guy that kept. He was a lawyer for the NBA and kept Connie Hawkins out of the league on that gambling probe. Remember the Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We missed 5-6 years. His prime. Anyway,
Mhm.
all right, here we go.
By the way, just in case you don't know, Jeff,
Yeah.
Lynwood.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynwood is a king of useless information.
Oh yeah. That was
See
an
that
example.
old nugget he threw out there
Right.
That was an
by Connie Hawkins?
Right.
that was an
He
example.
knows
right
all that
Right.
kind of stuff.
there.
All
That was an
of it.
example. That was an example right there. Yeah, yeah.
Anything that nobody ever talks about, he knows it.
That was it right there. Here we go. Lakers Timberwolves.
We got Jeff.
I got Timberwolves too. I'm with Lynwood there. Yeah.
And
Is it? Hold on, Wood.
go ahead.
Now, Jeff, is it because you don't like the Lakers, or you just believe that much in the Timberwolves?
No, here's why. I even believe they could end it in Los Angeles, because I don't think that there's the kind of chemistry between Luka and
True.
LeBron that there needs to be in order for them to be great.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, see, they tried a new strategy the other night, guys. The second half, LeBron and Luka played the whole second half.
No, the whole 5 did. Nobody came out.
I'm just saying, I don't give a damn about them other three people.
Yeah, I got you.
Those are the two main guys.
Right.
So they played the whole second half, and they thought they could pull away enough with those guys in the lineup. But the defensive efficiency of Minnesota, come on, baby. Come on. Locking. And their logic is this. Let Luka get 37. Let LeBron have 32.
Stop
Everybody else,
Nothing.
we're going to shut down.
Yeah.
Everybody else, we're going to shut down.
Or make them make shots. Yeah.
And if I'm Minnesota, I'm trading Rudy Gobert tomorrow morning at 8:35 a.m.
Why? Why out?
He is out.
What you got against Rudy
Out.
Gobert, man?
No, you got to get rid of Rudy Gobert.
He's 12 points a game, 11 rebounds.
Okay. Yeah, but it's 12 points come Howard.
Oh, they're all
And
dunks.
remember,
They're all dunks.
remember my old saying,
They're all dunks.
it's not how much you score,
It's when you score.
when you score.
He doesn't play the fourth quarter.
He is irrelevant in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
If they had a guy that could score 15 to 18 points tonight, this series wouldn't even be close. Wouldn't even be close. He's fumbling the ball around the rim. He had 3 shots the other night, point blank layup, and missed all 3 of them.
You know who's
All 3 of them.
You know who's starting to make it? Is that
7
McDaniels?
feet 10 inches tall.
Yeah. Jay McDaniels is the guy who's gonna be a good player, man. McDaniels from
They need to get rid
Minnesota.
of Rudy Gobert. I'd trade him tomorrow morning.
For watch this. For who?
I'd trade him to the French national team.
Oh my God. Go back.
I would.
Go back to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Would.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This series can even be close, man. You know who's playing the best ball of his career right now? Is the big boy. Yes,
Randall.
Julius Randle.
He's a good player.
Best ball of his career right now. Averaging 24.8 points a game right now in these playoffs. You don't need Rudy Gobert.
He got that funky left-handed game too.
And every time Rudy swings pick and roll, he's guarding Luka. Luka torches him every time. Every time. Looks like the Tin Man out there. Just
Well, what are you gonna do? All right. So Lakers. Oh yeah, does LeBron come back for another year? Because he's got 2 more games left, I think, this year. Comes back from 1 year. Oh yeah, and by the way, Hap, the NBA is thinking about going the international route in the All-Star game, the World against USA.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that, Hap? World against USA, Jeff. Like
I
European
like
teams.
that idea.
Yeah.
I think it'd make the game more interesting.
I tell you what, if they have one more dunk contest, phase 1 of my worldwide killing spree starts that day. I'm done with the dunk contest. I'm done with it, man. Ain't
Well,
about-
that little guy, what's the dude's name?
What's the guy that wins the dunk? The guy, Mac McCauley.
McClung.
Yeah.
McClung. No,
Yeah,
Mac
yeah.
McClung. Mac McCauley is somebody else. That's an actor.
Yeah, that's an actor.
That's an actor.
Dated Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mac McClung done won that thing twice, man, but there's no way you can dunk the ball anymore. That's it. I'm done with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He saved the dunk contest, though.
Yeah, I get it. But you win 2 dunk contests, but you can't make an NBA roster. He's in the G League. The both times he's won it. So,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and here's the thing. I don't know, and I'll be honest with you, and I'll quote, you asked the question, is LeBron coming back next year?
There we go.
And I'm going to quote the late, great Red Butler.
Ray Gray, who?
I don't give a damn.
Oh, yeah. That was done.
I don't give a damn if he comes back or not. Because all this hype about LeBron James, they need to stop all this.
I think he got one more year. But Hap, you said it 2 years ago. The man's stat padding.
He is.
That's all he's doing, man. He's stat
That's
padding.
why he's playing so long.
His record's gonna be so far out there, Sam, that no one's gonna be able to touch him. Nobody. He's gonna be the first guy ever with 30,000 points. Well, now 40,000. 30,000 points, 10,000 boards, 10,000 assists. And not pedestrian numbers that other people can match, just don't have the years. You know what I mean?
Next year he's
Yep.
doing the dunk contest too.
Sam. Sam said he's never been to dunk contest. Who do you think he is? Yeah, it's crazy.
And he said he was going to do it. They got him on tape saying that he was going to join the dunk contest next year. I forget what year that was, but he said he was.
Right, he did like some kind of video of it too, where he was. Anyway,
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the Lakers will not win a championship in the near future.
How about this? Yeah. So who you got winning there? No, they're done, man. They're toast.
no, yeah,
Who you got winning? Not toast, but they'll be competitive, but not winning.
they should
Oh
rebuild.
yeah, Rockets Warriors, last one. Dude, the Warriors gonna beat the Rockets as a 7 seed. I mean, the Warriors are 7, the Rockets are 2 seed. The Warriors gonna beat them.
It looks that way, man.
Yeah, 3-1,
It looks that
yeah.
way. But you know what, though? It's amazing to me because the Rockets, on paper, have the better team.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, can play, man. That center, Sagoon. Jesus.
Sagoon is great.
He's got game. Yeah, he can play.
Yeah. He's only been in the league 2 years, right?
He's like 22, 21, 22. He's not at old.
Came from France.
No, Turkey. He's Turkish.
What do you call it, Turkey?
No, Sagoon.
Sagoon is from Turkey?
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought he was from France.
he can
Okay.
play. I don't know where he's from. I don't care where he's from. He can play.
Yeah, he can play.
Yeah, he's nice.
But
man.
they're younger.
Yeah.
They're more athletic. They're the better team. But the Warriors just keep finding ways to win. Playoff Jimmy came in hurt with a bad hip.
I
Playoff Jimmy.
give Draymond Green a hard time, man. But that dude made that play last night. Won that game. That defensive
sir.
play. The defensive play got the ball back for him.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So-
sir. Yes, sir.
So look,
Yes, sir.
out of the West, I got OKC
Mm-hmm.
and I mean I'm telling you, man, the Denver
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
OKC and the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals.
Ooh.
Cleveland and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Ooh.
Cleveland's gonna beat Boston this year, man.
I think so. I hope so.
I think, Cleveland looked very strong.
Yeah, they got a team, man.
I hope so.
They got a team. Everybody plays their part. They
I hope they
beat
win. I really do.
they beat the Heat like that, and Garland didn't even play.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
dude's.
I hope they
That
win. I hope Cleveland
that-
wins the championship.
That dude's underrated, man.
Who's that?
Garland. I'm talking about quick.
Oh, Darius Garland?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
stop on
Yeah.
the dime, man.
He's amazing. He's amazing. I hope Cleveland wins the NBA championship this year.
They got a chance
Yeah.
to do it.
and I think they can do it. I think they can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
I think they match up good with the Celtics this year. I think their coach has got them playing a different brand of basketball from the past. They're athletic. They got 2 outstanding point guards in Mitchell and Garland.
Yeah.
They got a huge front line that can flat out play. Defensive Player of the Year is on their squad. So I think this is a year they beat Boston. They go to the championship and they win.
And you got a nice 6-man, too. That Hunter kid's nice. The kid
Hunter kid is great.
Yeah, got him in Atlanta, yeah.
Yep.
And they got a chance to do something. Man.
And here's my reason, one of them, for hoping the Cavaliers win this year. I do not want LeBron James to be the only person in the history of Cleveland basketball to so-called win a championship for them. I want a team without LeBron James to win a championship for Cleveland.
Interesting. Well, I know your distaste for LeBron.
This could be it.
Hmm?
So this could be it.
Yeah, I think you
They're
got
the most balanced team.
I think Cleveland, man, they got a chance, man.
And this team's going to be good for a long time.
Yeah, they're young.
And they got a good. Their coach is good too, Atkinson. He's all right.
Atkinson's a good coach,
Yeah,
man.
He
Good
knows.
coach.
He knows what he's doing. All right, switch.
I think he left the arena first half. They were up by 30. I think he left the arena.
Went to Subway.
Yeah, with Chick-fil-A.
Jersey Mike's. Came back and said,
Damn.
damn.
I think he left the arena, went to Chick-fil-A, came back with a large fry, and they were still up by 30.
Chick-fil-A can kiss my ass, they politics. But that chicken sandwich is something else, ain't it?
Woo.
That chicken sandwich. I don't know the hell they doing that chicken sandwich now, but it's righteous.
Some kind of drug.
Spicy chicken deluxe there.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
That's just milk.
That's my go-to.
Ah! I
Spicy
never get
chicken
tired of it.
deluxe.
It's good every time, sir.
Oh,
Large fry?
Hey,
Large fry.
Hap, you remember that Italian pizza real place in Chapel Hill I used to take you to?
I do.
Sam would do free commercials the rest of his life for that cheesesteak. He like good. Ain't it?
Yeah, I like a cheesesteak.
That cheesesteak is righteous, man. That cheesesteak is righteous. IP3, I give you a shout out. That cheesesteak is all right. All right, here we go. Switching gears. Hap, why didn't Dallas Cowboys? They need one so badly. All teams gonna do the whole year is double team CeeDee Lamb. They don't have a second receiver. They didn't get one. They didn't draft one. They didn't do a free agent move to get one.
That's true.
They don't have a second receiver. I don't know what they're thinking, man.
Well, Lynwood, here's what you have to realize about the Cowboys.
Jerry
right?
Jones.
There's somebody in your family, in all of our families, that is a dysfunctional human being.
You ain't lying.
Every family's got one. Unfortunately for the Cowboys, their dysfunctional family member is the owner.
Yeah. That's a nice way to put it. Totally dysfunctional.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is a dysfunctional member of that family,
And
but he has all the power.
and
So what do you do with
Yeah.
somebody that's got power and dysfunctional? Not a damn thing.
can't nothing you do with him.
No, nothing you can do with him. And I think his son, I don't know if Steven's better or worse, but same vein.
Well, man, when they hired Schottenheimer as coach, man, that should tell you something right there.
Yeah,
He was an iffy coordinator at best.
yeah.
And then
What is he now?
Huh?
How old is he now? 90?
No. That's we're talking about the father's dead. The son.
Oh, well, he's
son.
dead. Okay.
Yeah.
He
Marty
shouldn't be
Schott-
coaching there.
well, you could be dead and still be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going, Jeff.
Very possible.
Yeah, goes. Yeah,
It would take Jerry Jones a little while to notice.
yeah. Because he's actually coaching the team. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're a
That's
funny
very
guy.
funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Oh my
Very,
God.
very funny. But they have been dysfunctional for a long time. And here's the kicker word about that. For the last 10 to 12 years, without a doubt, the Cowboys have had the best collection overall talent in the NFL.
That could be true.
They've been blessed with talent at pretty much every position.
They've
especially
had-
skill positions.
They've had the best offensive line in football, at least
In football for a long time.
At least 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
Like when Zeke was getting all those yards,
Yes.
yeah, and they were winning 12, 11, 13 games. Yeah. But somebody just retired though. Big time Larry. Somebody just retired though. Offensive tackle.
I know.
Tunga.
Yeah. Somebody just Tunsil. No.
Tunsil.
They
Yeah,
just,
Larry Tunsil.
No. They just signed him.
No, Tunsil went to
Baltimore.
yeah.
No, not the Texans. Well, anyway, one of the Dallas Cowboys' longtime offensive lineman who's really good just retired this offseason. Yeah. Sam's looking it up.
Hey, Wood.
Yeah.
We went to dinner tonight.
Right.
Jeff and I and our significant others.
Okay.
And turns out that the waitress is from Ohio.
Oh my God.
So, so she says to us, and I'm biting on this, all right? So she says, listen, there was an old guy, a diehard Cleveland Browns fan, diehard Cleveland Browns fan. Loved him dearly. Old guy.
He passed away.
And he said in his will, he wrote, I would like 6 of the Cleveland Browns to be my pallbearers because I would like the Browns to let me down just one more time.
That's pretty good.
That's hilarious.
I heard that joke before. It's pretty funny.
That's hilarious, man. And I believe it. So she said that line.
Oh my God.
That's
All
hilarious.
Right. It is funny. Let me down one more time. All right. This just from the Department of I can't believe it. The New York Giants drafted Abdul Carter out of Penn State. Good player, right, Hap?
Great player.
Best in the draft.
Maybe the best player in the draft. Hap.
Best defense player for sure, yeah.
Yeah, he asked Lawrence Taylor, could he wear his number? Unretired 56 so he could wear it. Ain't made not one NFL tackle. He wants to wear it. Come on, man.
Boy,
man.
He'd have to ask the Giants, wouldn't he?
Well, you know what I mean. But ask Taylor's blessing. But yeah. Nah, bro, you can't get that number, man. Make your own mark.
Yep.
We're talking about the greatest defensive player in NFL by a hair, in my opinion, over Ray Lewis. But LT was a man. One he had.
Yes, he was.
He was a man.
Yes, he was. And don't forget now, I'm going to tell you who else was great, and I put him in the same category.
Who that?
Is the preacher man. Come on.
Preacher man. Reggie White.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, different position, but good. But I'm
Yes,
telling
sir.
you,
I'll throw one other name into that mix.
Throw it in there.
Mike Singletary.
Great linebacker.
he was good. Had one of the greatest lines of all time. We're gonna be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. Hey, you remember that line out?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be here all day. Eyes bugging, mouth foaming.
Yep.
We're gonna be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party.
But Chicago, he brought that up.
Crazy, man.
Chicago has had a history of great linebackers, though.
Yeah.
Butkus.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
From Butkus.
What's that last guy?
Urlacher?
Nitsky.
Urlacher.
Singletary. Brian Urlacher.
Sam with Urlacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
You know the king of use of information.
Oh, here we go.
You know
Here we go.
he was a safety in college, but he put on like 40 pounds and played linebacker for the Bears. That was Urlacher. He played safety at New Mexico.
See, nobody can tell you what they played. They tell you where they went to school.
And guess what else happened?
Oh.
He was born in Navarro. I'm only kidding.
Useless information right there.
That's me.
Useless information. King of it.
The king.
King of it.
King of it.
All right, listen, let's real quick. Let's get to baseball so Jeff can.
Yeah.
This is Jeff's thing. That's baseball. He's a baseball guy.
All right, Jared, let me ask you one question before we get started.
Go ahead.
Is baseball, if there ever was a sport of numbers, that's baseball. Stats.
If it,
No other
Can I
sport. No other sport depends on it. So going by the numbers, who's the greatest player of all time? In my mind, no question is Hank Aaron.
I think Hank Aaron he's in my top 5 of all time, absolutely. But I think a guy who we all know who might get looked over because he was mostly known as a defensive player, but was also a great offensive player, is the center fielder, longtime center fielder for the San Francisco Giants, Mr. Willie Mays.
Mm.
He's number 2 in my book.
Well, he's right up there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And a 5-tool player, Mays.
Oh yeah.
But here, I'll tell you what, how much baseball players know their thing. I had the great pleasure and honor of knowing Bobby Grich as a friend when I lived in California. And Bobby Grich invited me to host his golf tournament, his charity golf tournament, which was sponsored by the Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association.
Great mustache.
Every foursome on it there had a retired baseball player in it. When Bobby Grich at the beginning of the day would introduce the players, right, he would tell, right there, that's Tug McGraw. And he would, without a prompt in front of him, without a piece of paper, he'd go, Tug McGraw, X number of starts, X number of wins, X number of strikeouts, this number of World Series wins, this number of regular, and he knew the stats for every player at that tournament off the top of his head.
Yeah,
he could tell you lifetime batting averages.
Wow.
And it was just absolutely amazing.
And was a player himself. Yeah, a good player.
And I think should be in the Hall of Fame, but he's not.
Yeah.
Tremendous career in Baltimore, and then a tremendous career with the Angels too after that, and a heck of a nice guy. And you want some useless information?
All right. That's me.
Bobby Grich's sister is married to Lyle Wagner.
Get out of here.
No, true. And I got.
What show is he famous for?
Well, the Carol Burnett show.
Yes.
Yeah.
That show's
but I got a chance to play golf one day with. It was a great foursome. It was Gritchy and me and Lyle Wagner and Ron Shelton. Ron Shelton.
The director.
Not a lot of people know this. Wrote
White Man Can't Jump. White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah. He also wrote Tin Cup. And Ron Shelton was a very good baseball player, played AAA baseball with Bobby Grich.
Get out.
And Shelton told me the story. He said, we'd be on the bus coming back from a AAA game, and Gritchy was the captain, and everybody knew Grich was going to the bigs. Everybody knew he was going to the show. And he goes, I'd be sitting in the back writing on a legal pad under a light on the bus, way in the back. And Gritchy would come back here and look at me and go, Shelton, what are you doing back there? And Bob would go, well, Bob, I'm writing down all these little clever sayings you say and all these little songs and everything that happens on these little minor league road trips. And I'm going to write a movie script about minor league baseball. Bob Grish looked down at me and said, who the hell want to come see that? People don't even come to our game.
That's pretty good. Now go. I'm sorry. Go.
Ron Shelton said, and that script became Bull Durham.
Now see,
cool.
Hap's gonna think I'm crazy or making this up, or maybe he even remembers it. My girlfriend at the time when I knew Happy almost became. They were shooting that movie in Durham, Bull Durham, and she had a chance to be Susan Sarandon's nanny and moved to New York, but didn't do it. I got to meet him and Tim. What's his name? What's the boy? What was the guy's name? She was married to
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, he's like 6'5". He's huge.
Yeah.
And but yeah, she almost became Sophie. Remember, I almost moved to New York to be their nanny.
Yeah, Sophie.
Do you remember that?
Beautiful girl too.
Yeah. Oh, she was beautiful.
Beautiful girl. I saw her breast. Beautiful girl.
I won't get into that.
I did.
That's a crazy story, but yeah.
It was
All right, I'll tell it. The fire alarm went off, and we were in the back. We were in the back messing around. And the fire alarm went off, and she freaked out and was like, we gotta go. But she didn't ever put a shirt on. and Hal was like, okay. after he stared at her. That was hilarious, man. But she ran out with no shirt on. Like, we gotta get out of here.
I was willing to catch on fire after I saw that.
Flapping in the wind.
I was okay with that.
Man, we laughed at that story forever, man. But all right, that's a great story. My story's great. We gotta do this. All right, here we go. In MLB standings, American League East, Yankees 18-12, Red Sox. That's how you do it. Red Sox 17-14, Tampa Bay 3rd place.
14-15. We got the Blue Jays 13-16. We're going through all of it.
Yeah, kind of. We go top 3 in each.
All right. Tigers in the Central are 18-12, Guardians 15-13, Royals 15-15.
Happy, do you really? Oh, by the way, my terrible Red Sox, who set the record for the most losses in the history of the game in one season.
You mean your White Sox?
White Sox.
Did I say Red Sox? White Sox.
Yeah.
They're 7-22, so the tradition continues.
They need to change that name to the No Socks. They don't deserve to have any color socks on them.
You're right. AO West. Go ahead. Go, Sam.
Mariners are.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Rockies are trying to make the White Sox look good this year.
We'll see nationally.
That's how bad the Rockies are.
4-25.
Yep.
Lost
Who?
8 in a row. The Rockies.
Jesus.
The Rockies.
That is.
There's hope for us all. Go back. All right, here we go. AL West.
Mariners, we went through that.
16-12. Astros.
16-13. Rangers, 16-14.
Too tight there.
Yeah.
NL West.
Or NL East is
East, I'm sorry.
Mets 21-9. Phillies 16-13, and then the Braves are 14.
Hey, what's up with the Mets, man? They're playing some ball. Huh.
Then we get to the best division in professional baseball.
Central?
The Cubs,
Yeah,
the
Cubs.
Reds,
Yeah.
the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the hapless Pittsburgh Pirates, who might have the best pitcher in baseball today.
The kid, the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player. All right.
Fantastic.
What's his name again?
What's that pitcher's name, Sam?
With the mustache. He came out of LSU.
Yep. It just went out of my head.
Skeens.
Skeens. Thank you.
Skeens,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Skeens.
Paul Skeens.
Paul
Yeah.
Skeens.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good. No, he's great,
Yep.
actually.
And right now, the Cincinnati. I'll say this was I'm a Cub fan. I'm wearing my Cub shirt right now. But the Cincinnati Reds starting pitching. If the Cincinnati Reds had any relief pitching, they would be as good as the Cubs in that division, if not better. But right now, the Cincinnati Reds starting pitching is on fire.
And they've got one of the best baseball players in the league, and that young kid, what's his name?
Dela Cruz.
Dela Cruz.
Oh! Now, he's turned into – he was a slap hitter and base stealer. But now, what do they call these bats now, these new bats? What do they call them?
Yeah, the torpedo.
He hit like 3 home runs in one game.
Yep.
This guy's incredible, man. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, Dela Cruz is
He's
really good.
He's the real deal.
He's the real deal. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you this. Jenna, Jeff, is Ohtani, let's say Ohtani does this thing similar to the next 4 or 5 years. Would that make him the greatest player of all time?
I think he's got a way to go to be the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Potential's there.
He's already 30. He's already 30.
And he's the only pitcher in the modern era who is a pitcher and a hitter and a fielder. And
a base stealer.
And a base stealer, right.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest player playing right now, though?
I would say he is the best player playing right now.
I don't think he's even close. But
although Kyle Tucker on the Cubs is, but when you throw in the pitching, it's no contest.
And
if you have an outfielder and the base stealing, but if you have an outfielder who can come in and get on the mound and win 10, 12, 15 games for you on a season, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah,
mowing people down. I'm talking about they can't get the bat off their shoulder.
Right.
Yeah. They're behind on every pitch. No chance to hit it.
And he's a big man. He's a big man.
Hap, I think that's what people don't realize, man. This man is 6'4", like 220 pounds.
Yeah.
He's huge.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
He's just big because most Asian people aren't that big, so it makes him look extra big.
I knew it was coming.
The last one that was like that was Yao Ming. And people thought, to me, when I first saw Yao Ming, I thought it was 3 midgets on each other's shoulders wearing a long Houston Rockets jersey. Man. That's what I thought Yao Ming was. Because you never see him without a shirt off. Never see him.
If his feet hadn't gone bad, we're talking about some problems, man, in the NBA. But he had bad feet.
Yeah.
All right.
But hell, his mom was 6'8".
His mom was 6'8".
His mom was 6'8".
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Look it up. Sam, look it up. His mom was 6'8".
Yao Ming's mom.
All
Feng D. Yeah. No. Whoa. Oh no. His mom was 6'2". His dad was 6'10".
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. No. That might have been after the tariffs, though.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. You made 2 comics laugh. That's pretty funny.
Good one, Sam.
That's hilarious, man. Oh my God. All right, here we go. NFL draft.
Again?
No, I'm saying we missed
Oh,
one.
I mean, wow.
Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly. Not because of my favorite team, just throwing it out there. Raiders. Geno Smith. Did they really up themselves by selecting that kid out of Boise State, Genty?
Yeah.
Because with play action, and this is a fact,
Yep.
you can look it up, Geno Smith is a third-rated quarterback in the league. He's a quarterback rated 108 with play
Yep.
action, on play action plays. So
Right.
I think they upgrade themselves, man.
Hmm.
I hope they just please win 9 games next year.
They will.
Hey, let me
They're the toughest division in football, though. Go.
let me ask you
Jeff.
a question, Lynwood.
Yes, sir.
Scatterboo out of
Arizona State.
Arizona
State.
State.
Me and Hap talked about this guy last year. I'm telling you, man, this dude could play. He's gonna
Who
make.
got it?
I don't know. Look at Scatterboo. Who got
Yeah.
it? Who got it?
Scatterboo, no, he went to
Giants.
Giants got it.
Giants,
Giants.
yeah.
What round?
4 or 5.
Third, fourth.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
I'll
he
find
won't be. I'm telling you, he got to get involved, man. That boy can play.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Me and
Chicago
Hap,
had a really good draft too.
Hap and I were having jokes about how bad Texas is going to beat Arizona State, and Scatterboo said, "Where you get a load of me?"
Right.
He was
Yeah,
playing ball one half. I think
he showed up, man.
he made him some money on that game.
Yeah.
A fourth
He
round
did.
a fourth round guy can get a $5-6 million deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Now here's another guy who maybe took a pay cut to go to the pros, because he was all everything at Arizona State.
right.
He maybe took a pay cut, but it ain't like it used to be. Like I said, man, kids come in now, NFL now, especially guys that are drafted in the first 3 or 4 rounds. They come in paid because they got NIL.
Right,
They
yeah.
got NIL money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think this is why you're seeing guys stay in college longer, because they can make more as a third or fourth year college player.
yeah.
That's a proven
Yeah.
point producer than they can. Because what's the cap in the NBA for first year? Isn't it 750,000 or
No,
something like that?
No, it's not that. But the rookie deal, I think, is like over 4 years, like $12 million or something. Yeah, so you make
In the
$3 million.
NBA.
NBA,
In the NBA.
not
Yeah.
NFL. NFL, you might be right about that.
Yeah.
It's not.
They're
It's not
saying
crazy.
that they can make more. They can make good dough playing college ball now.
Your
you know,
your NFL, your big money is a second and third contract in the
Right.
NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
can make it that far.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the
if you
average.
can make it that far.
Oh, here we go. Sam just looked it up. What is the Sam?
It's like, so the estimate of how much they'd be paid over 4 years for a 7th round pick is a little over $4 million if they make it through the contract. First round is 16.5 for like just the average.
Right.
Pick number
Okay.
28.
round two,
Okay.
$7.5 million. 3, 6.5, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still,
Okay.
though, that's good. That's good loot, man.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Here's my nomination for the team with the worst draft this year,
Oh.
and a
Is
team that I like and I want to see do good because I love their quarterback and their receiving core, but they drafted horrible this year. The Cincinnati Bengals.
I am not a draft guy. I'm a free agent guy. Free agent
Yeah.
guy meaning the veterans who are proven to make it. A draft is a gamble.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
But-
gamble.
but they did
Who
not.
they draft?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Yeah, no,
I'll say this. We one of the worst front offices, one of the cheapest, except for this year they did pay Jamar Chase
Higgins?
and Higgins. They paid those
They
guys.
played Higgins.
They played.
Well,
They
what
paid
I'm telling you
Burrow,
is this.
Higgins, and Chase.
For
They
bad-
paid those 3 guys. But
Bad
as
management.
great as those 3 guys are, if you don't have people blocking,
Yeah, I'm saying
the
bad
quarterback's
management.
not going to get the ball to your $20 million wide receiver.
But for a crazy management team, bad GM, what do you want to call it? Joe Burrow gives him a chance to win every time he step out there. That guy's magical, man. He is magical.
Amazing.
He's amazing. Couldn't
He is.
get on the field for Ohio State.
I know.
Nope, couldn't yet.
I know.
He was
National
third.
champion.
He was third in the draft chart, on the depth chart. Goes to Ohio State. No, Ohio State. Goes to LSU and has one of the greatest seasons ever. It's
The
amazing.
greatest.
It's amazing. Couldn't
Yep.
get on the field for Ohio State. Couldn't get on the field. All right. let me
That
see.
shows you who was the coach then. Was it Day or was it Meyer?
For when?
Urban Meyer.
Day.
Yeah.
No, it's Urban Meyer.
Meyer?
Yeah. Right there. No.
For who?
Ohio State. When
Ohio State.
When Joe Burrow was there. I think it was Urban Meyer. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they may have changed coaches while
Yeah.
Burrow was there and Burrow left.
And then he got that crazy coach at LSU looked like a bulldog. What was his name? Ed
Coach
O.
O.
Oh, yeah.
Coach O.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's him.
They were awesome though. When
That's him.
Oh man, they were awesome.
Yeah, that's him. That was the greatest, stat-wise, the greatest season in college football history.
Oh,
Overall
absolutely.
offensive efficiency, LSU that year.
couldn't get on the field for Ohio State, and that man had the greatest season in history of college football.
You know, at the
Throwing.
second one,
Who? I don't know.
Alabama, and believe it or not, my man is in Jacksonville now. I think he's still there.
They just traded him to San Francisco.
Oh, he went to San Francisco now?
Yeah, he's a backup at San Francisco.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mac Jones.
That dude's underrated, man. No, he's a Pro Bowler his second year with the Patriots.
Yep.
And then Belichick, left? No, Belichick soured on him or something. I don't know what happened.
Well,
Cam Newton. It was Cam Newton. Wasn't it?
It was Cam, but Belichick. I think something happened to Belichick because when you start sleeping with a 22-year-old,
Oh my God.
you kind of lose something.
Yeah.
There's something about 22 years old and 78 years old.
Half took her age down and put Belichick's age up.
You kind of lose something there. You know what I'm saying? You can't concentrate when you go to football practice.
24 and 70.
And she's
72.
telling him not to talk in interviews.
Yeah, she's running interviews now. We didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I saw that.
You
She
saw
came
that?
out there in the interview. They asked him a question. She interrupted the interview.
And waved the guy off.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the for our topics. But I think we're at the end of the sporting hour.
All right, good.
And
Night.
It is late night. I want to thank Jeff for coming on and joining us again anytime.
Hey, Lynwood, I love being here. I love listening to you talk. I love being here with Hap. Anytime that I'm available, I would love to come back on.
Well, check it out. We're gonna be moving to our new radio station next week, and we'll give you the number. You can call in anytime because we have two lines now.
I would love that.
You can call in
Hey,
anytime.
Lynwood.
Yes, sir.
Before we go, I'm going to let Jeff, anything you want to pitch or sell or let people go, what's going on?
Hey, if people want to see my comedy, they can just check me out. It's very simple. Just go on YouTube. My name is 8 letters, Jeff Jena, Jena. Just put my name in, Jeff Jena, Dry Bar Comedy, and you can watch my special for free. You got to watch a couple ads if you want to watch it for free, but hey, I got to make money somehow.
That's right. I'll check it out. I love
that's
comedy. I
awesome.
love to laugh, man. I'll check it out.
Go to YouTube and watch my special.
Have you remember? Hey, Jeff, have you take me on the road with him on his shows? And I was sort of laughing before he hit the punchline. I knew all his jokes. You know that? Hal said,
Loud as hell.
Hal said, don't pay no
Loud.
mind, man. That's my crazy friend. I would laugh before the punchline.
Hey,
And
go to
finally-
YouTube, watch his special.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, watch my special. Dry Bar. Is that right? Dry Bar Comedy?
Dry Bar Comedy.
Dry Bar Comedy.
Yeah, just put your name in.
Is that for
put
both?
Happy Colin, Dry Bar Comedy in YouTube. You'll find his special. Jeff Jena, Dry Bar Comedy. You'll
Gotcha.
find my special.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for another edition. Let me shout out to our underwriters real quick. We got Bo Bar owner John Bowman, Amanda Bar, World Headquarters Cigars, Kelly Masters
That's why I give him
Melton,
6.
Kelly Masters Melton, the owner, La Pen Blue, Mike Benson, the merch, Chip Hoppin, and his partner Patrick. And I think that covers it all.
Sigma Nu.
So
Oh, yeah.
New
Oh!
Phi Gam.
Where'd he go? And fraternities, Sigma Nu, Side Chapter, and Phi Gamma Delta.
Nu.
There you go. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Good night.
All right.
Peace and love.